Slain Senior Cop Devendra Mishra had written a letter to his senior officers in Kanpur on the 14th of March alleging that SHO Vinay Tiwari has close association with Mafia Don Vikas Dubey. In the letter, he mentions how charges are being watered down by the local police. He has also said that if action is not taken, then there will be serious consequences. This is a letter that has now come to the fore, a letter written by Devendra Mishra about the dangers involved with gangster Vikas Dubey and also naming certain individuals who were in close association with him. My colleague Apurva Sridhar will join me right now to actually give us an understanding of this letter. Apurva, I believe we have accessed this particular letter. It's in a way, it has explosive details, something that is only coming out now, that the police was very much informed about the kind of dangers that lie, in handling a dreaded gangster like Vikas Dubey. Much of it is, spelt out in great detail, I believe, in this letter written by Devendra Mishra, who was unfortunately slain in that encounter.
Absolutely, Afrida, and what we are showing to our viewers is that letter, and I'm just going to read that excerpt of that letter, the part where we are highlighting how the late cop Devendra Mishra in fact red flagged several things. He also had allegations of the entire nexus that was between the police and the gangster. Now in this letter, the last paragraph of this letter is extremely crucial, which I'm going to read out. It says that इस प्रकार ऐसे दबंग कुख्यात अपराधी के विरुद्ध थानाध्यक्ष द्वारा सहानुभूति बरतना व अब तक कार्यवाही ना कराना श्री विनय कुमार तिवारी की सत्यनिष्ठा पूर्णतः संदिग्ध है, which is essentially charge number 1, where the cop is actually talking about how there are grave allegations against the SHO in question, which is Vinay Kumar Tiwari, and his position as an SHO is also compromised because of his close links at this point, and how his role at this point is under suspicion. The second part where he talks about, and he goes on to say that आगे पता चला है कि अन्य माध्यम से भी जानकारी प्राप्त हुई है कि विनय कुमार तिवारी का पूर्व से विकास दुबे के पास आना जाना व वर्ता करना बना हुआ था. So the second part, where in that letter there is clearly mentioned that this particular SHO had links and had used to visit the notorious gangster in question, Vikas Dubey, and they used to be in conversation very often. There was, of course, a lot of times where he would be going to his place. So that link is also now out, where he's saying that the SHO in question had some connection and ties with the dreaded gangster. And the third part, where he's now red flagging, is also extremely crucial, which is mentioned in this letter dated 14th, where he goes on to say, यदि थानाध्यक्ष ने अपने कार्य प्रणाली में परिवर्तन ना किया तो गंभीर घटना घटित हो सकती है. This is where the slain cop Devendra Mishra is red flagging, saying there could be untoward incident, there could be something extremely unfortunate that can happen if this kind of nexus continues and it goes unnoticed. So this clearly indicates how the letter that we are in possession with indicates and opens up to the entire nexus that was going on between the police in Uttar Pradesh and this notorious gangster.
Right, Apurva, thanks for joining us. With that, I have Alok Singh also looking at the developments very closely. Alok, now if you can put the pieces together for us, we are of course putting out all the information that is coming in, but if you can help us put together the information in a way that we can understand the overall story now, because all the while, of course, we were saying that cops were in cahoots with the criminals, but not everyone was doing that. There were a few voices who were speaking up. Were they silenced? Why were they not paid any heed to? Because the price to pay, Alok, as we saw, was huge, with 8 cops being brutally murdered.
Well, yes, definitely. See, that there are two things. One is this person who is Vikas Dubey, he was having nexus with not only junior rank officers, he was a nexus with senior rank officers as well. And in fact, we are reporting since morning that 24 mobile numbers have been found in his mobile phone, and those numbers, there are various senior officers were also very much in touch with him. So if you see this letter tells you two things. One is that he was having nexus with the officer, with the lower rank officer, which was the SO of that particular police station, Chaubepur. And the second, what it tells is why the letter was written, and if you see that the letter was written in the month of March. And what is highlighting is that if the letter was written on March, why no action was taken at that point in time against the errant sub-inspector, errant SHO, that who was the sub-inspector posted at Chaubepur police station, Vinay Tiwari. Now he is under suspension, and against Vikas Dubey. So what we are asking is that why that time, why at that point in time action was not taken against both of them. Now the action has taken, but as of now, already 8 persons have lost their lives, more are critically injured, and they are already battling for their life in the hospital. Back to you.
Yes, which is why we're asking something of this proportion could have been averted if there was timely action taken, if the police force was so heavily compromised and corrupted within itself. Obviously, something very dangerous was lying in store. Alok is putting together the pieces of the puzzle for us and joining the dots. Thanks so much. But do stay on, Alok. We have more inputs on this big story coming in. Kanpur IG has reacted on the letter exposing the cops' gangster nexus. The slain senior cop Devendra Mishra had written a letter to his senior officers in Kanpur on the 14th of March alleging that SHO Vinay Tiwari had close association with mafia don Vikas Dubey. In the letter, he mentions how charges are being watered down by the local police. Now the IG has said that they have asked for the file and it will be immediately investigated.
अभी मीडिया के माध्यम से इस पत्र की जानकारी हम लोगों को हुई है और इस फाइल को एसएसपी कार्यालय से मंगवाया जा रहा है कि किस तरह की कंप्लेंट सीओ बिल्लौर ने तत्कालीन सीओ बिल्लौर ने एसएसपी कानपुर नगर से की थी, किस तरह के आरोप लगाए थे। इस फाइल को मंगवा करके हम लोग उसका परीक्षण करेंगे और उसके बाद इसमें उचित कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
Well, clearly more and more skeletons are tumbling out of this closet in this Kanpur Encounter case. In the interrogation, a suspended SO has revealed a day before the shootout that gangster Vikas Dubey had assaulted, slapped and humiliated a station officer of Chaubepur, Vinay Tiwari. After the assault, the Don had also threatened the cops that if they tried to harm him in any way, there will be strewn with dead bodies. And in fact, this is what we are getting to know now in terms of the warnings and the threats that were issued to the police by Vikas Dubey. Also coming to light is a sensational STF interrogation video of Vikas Dubey dated way back to 2017. In this video, the Don is seen taking names of certain politicians who helped him. He also admitted to being in touch with all the named netas in this video.
थाने में जो है तुम्हारे लिए एफिडेविट पढ़ रही हैं, तो इसको देने के लिए क्या तुमने कोई दबाव बनाया था किसी के ऊपर?
दबाव जैसा नहीं, लेकिन अपना प्रयास किया था हमने, जो है अपने लोकल लीडर्स और उनसे है जो अपने हमारे यहाँ के प्रबुद्ध लोग हैं उनसे किया था मैंने।
कौन कौन है?
हमारे लोकल विधायक हैं, भगवती प्रसाद सागर जी हैं और अभिजीत शांगा जी हैं एमएलए, और हमारे ब्लॉक प्रमुख हैं राजेश कमल जी और जिला कटिहार जी, और प्रधान लोग भी हैं 2, 3, 4, 5 लोग।
तो इन लोगों ने क्या डराया धमकाया?
नहीं, डराया धमकाने में ये इन लोगों को समझाया था कि देखो अगर ये नहीं है और ये फर्जी हैं तो इनकी मदद करो, अगर ये मुलजिम है तो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन ये चूंकि फर्जी हैं इसलिए आप इनके लिए जो है कुछ जो भी साफ करना था वो निकालना।
तो तुम्हारी पत्नी ने तो नहीं डराया धमकाया?
नहीं, पत्नी मेरी कभी जाती नहीं है, पत्नी मेरे बच्चों बराबर है गाँव, वो खाली बैठक जो जिला पंचायत की बैठक होती है बस उतनी उसमें।
तो ये इन लोगों से जो माननीय लोग हैं तुम्हारी बात होती है?
जी हाँ,
टेलीफोनिक?
हाँ टेलीफोनिक भी होती है, आने जाने से मुलाकात भी होती है।
तो फोन से ही तुमने इन लोगों से बात की कि ऐसे कराइए?
हाँ नहीं, पहले तो हमारे लोकल लोगों ने कहा, वहाँ गांव के लोगों ने जब ये बात सुनी, इसके बाद फिर हमने भी प्रयास किया कि ये बात है, तो फिर इन लोगों ने मदद भी की कि अगर ये गलत इनका नाम इसमें आया है तो इसको जो है किसी तरीके से नाम इनका निकाला जाएगा।
Alok, coming back to you, by all accounts, it is amply clear that Vikas Dubey and his gang was allowed to flourish, was allowed to grow and fester. And this is coming from accounts from police itself. But now this video also indicates that, we've been talking about the cop gangster nexus, but it's more than that, isn't it? It's a police, politician and gangster nexus probably, as indicated in this particular video.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, this video is of 2017 when Vikas Dubey was arrested by the STF, and during the time of interrogation, he is revealing the name of the politician whom he was in touch with at that point in time. That includes the BJP MLA, and in fact, BJP MLA is now given the clarification, and he has justified that he was not having any kind of connection with Vikas Dubey. But if Vikas Dubey is himself saying and stating about his name that he has tried to influence the investigation, and on the instruction of Vikas Dubey himself has asked the local politician to intervene in his case, which was registered in 2017. That is what Vikas Dubey is telling in this video. So that clearly tells that politicians, not only policemen, there are politicians,
yes,
businessmen, all these people were in hand in gloves with Vikas Dubey, and this is how this criminal was in fact staying freely in that particular area, dominating the people and committing crime. Back to you.
Right, so the nexus clearly goes up to powerful politicians of this area. Alok, thanks for giving us a breakdown of the information that is coming in at this point. Let's take a short break here. News and updates continue in just a bit. Stay with us.